On her wedding night, the princess was thrown into the abyss by the prince to atone for the sins committed by their ancestors. The injured princess didn't understand why the prince would do this to her. She saw jewelry scattered on the ground and realized she had become a sacrifice. The dragon came attacking with blazing flames. The princess could only desperately flee toward the cave. She thought she had escaped the scorching flames, but around the corner she saw charred bones. The terrified princess only wanted to dodge the dragon's flames again, but her dress got caught on the cliff wall. At the last moment before the flames reached her, the princess struggled to break free, but her left foot was still burned by the flames. The princess endured the excruciating pain of her wound, not daring to make a sound, afraid the dragon would find her again. After the princess no longer heard the dragon's voice, she pulled out the dagger from her chest, tore fabric from her clothes and bandaged her wound, then took out a lampshade to light her way forward. The princess crawled into the narrow cave, hoping to find an exit, but accidentally slipped into a narrow crevice. The princess struggled desperately, and finally broke free from the crevice, but also lost her only source of light. The princess felt her way in the dark to the edge of the cave cliff. Fortunately, there were glowing stones in the depths of the cliff cave. The princess realized just in time that she was at the edge of a precipice. After steadying her breathing, she leaped with all her might, but the slope on the other side was too steep, with no place to land. Fortunately, the ornament on her belt got caught in a stone crevice, giving the princess time to pull out her dagger. The princess wedged her dagger into the crevice and arduously moved forward, finally climbing onto the flat surface. When the princess went inside, she discovered it was a swarm of insects that were glowing, so she tore off her vest and put the glowing insects inside to use for light. Soon she found a spring in the corner and eagerly began to drink, but the taste was hard to swallow, seeing water droplets dripping from the ice layer above. Without thinking much, the princess closed her eyes, tilted her head back and enjoyed this hard-won peace, but the ice blocks above began falling faster. Only then did she realize the dragon was attacking the ice with flames. Sensing danger, the princess quickly ran toward the nearest cave entrance, once again escaping the dragon's clutches. The dragon circled outside, telling the princess not to struggle. No matter what, the final outcome would only be death. After the princess composed herself, she slowly walked toward the depths. She discovered on the cliff wall that many girls had once carved their names here. Eventually the princess couldn't resist drowsiness and fell asleep. She dreamed of many girls who, like her, had suffered tragic fates. Struggling in this place, the princess suddenly woke up, feeling a stinging pain in her left foot. She saw glowing insects crawling on her wound. The princess quickly caught all the insects and discovered that the wound on her leg had actually healed. To verify her suspicion, the princess placed the insects on her injured arm, and the wound actually healed at a visible speed. All of this was hard for her to believe. Using the faint light on the cliff wall, the princess finally found a route to escape. Combining it with the path she had already taken, the princess immediately determined her direction. She tore off the cumbersome dress hem and headed toward the marked route. The princess quickly found the crystal passage and discovered a crown that had fallen to the ground, proving that someone had once escaped through here. This gave the princess great confidence, so she tore off excess clothing and tied it around her hands and feet.